we're here in Eglin is to test our vehicles in the extreme cold. We want to make sure our customers who buy our trucks for work don't have to worry about their trucks when they're working out in cold environments. We want a reliable truck that will run for them every day. In a lot of instances in the extreme north, our truck's actually a safety device where they have to be able to get to a warm cabin, and we want to make sure that our trucks will always be warm for them and they don't have to worry about the truck being, not running when they come back to the cabin to warm up in that environment. We have trucks here that we're idling 24 hours a day for 3 weeks, and we want to make sure that our computer software is functioning properly, and we're actually making adjustments to the calibration to dial the things in to make sure the model, the cold environment that the trucks are working in are matching what we actually see outside. Get this look ahead in August here where we can put multiple trucks in, so that when we go to northern Canada, our Thompson, Manitoba facility in January and February, we're ready to hit the ground running and make sure our product is ready to go next year when they want to sell us. Yeah, right now we'll put it, it's in the cold, the idles. It idles above 1,000 RPM trying to warm up the engine. When I do a drive engagement right now, you can hear the engine tone comes down. It brings the vehicle back down to its normal idle speed for the drive away. So now we're just going to drive away. I'm going to make sure when we tip in, there's no flat spots, it doesn't surge. It just pulls away smoothly, and it gives you the right feel for the drive away. It's a really big facility, but when you're driving around in a truck, it gets small in a hurry. So you can't go real fast, but we'll do some stops. Make sure even when it returns to idle, everything runs smooth. It doesn't go too low where the customer might think their vehicle's stalling. Just do a few stop and go pull-aways. Slippery floor. It's a slide a little bit. I'm actually here working on the exhaust emission components. We found in the cold that, especially the trucks that idle for a long period of time, there's a condensate that forms in the exhaust. It sort of sticks to all the catalysts in there. And when you finally do go to do a DPF regeneration to clean out the filter, that condensate gets really hot, and it gives us problems with the emission system. If that happens, if it gets too hot too many times, it'll degrade the catalyst performance. To meet regulations, we have to set a check engine light, and it's an annoyance. We want to make sure customers don't have those kind of problems.
The commercial companies that use us, have historically done testing either on a smaller scale in small climatic chambers, or they go out and chase the weather. And we talk to people all the time who believe that doing testing out in natural conditions is free, but I assure you that it is not free. If you need to do an extreme low temperature test like the one that you'll see today, you would need to deploy equipment all the way to Alaska or somewhere even farther north in Canada. And it is not free to send people and equipment to any far location like that. The advantage of testing in this facility is that we can give you any temperature on any day of the year.
What I found when I've gone to Prudhoe Bay, it doesn't just get down to -40, it gets down to -50 with wind chills of -90. And the only way to keep the vehicle reliable and to have a safe environment is to just leave it running 24 hours a day. Because in those temperatures, when the wind starts blowing on it and just cooling things down, even the metal doesn't want to act properly at the extreme colds. So I mean, we always recommend to shut it off and conserve fuel and energy when you can, but we understand that in the extreme environments that they do have to just run them 24 hours a day. One of the challenges that gave us was our emission system in the exhaust, the catalyst, they have to stay clean. Yeah, like I said, the nights after we're done working here, we try to go out to the beach.
We don't only do temperature control though, we can create lots of other types of climatic conditions. We can control the humidity, we can make it rain inside the chamber, we can generate snowstorms, we do sandstorms, we have a chamber where we do dust testing, we have an altitude chamber, we have a salt fog chamber. So we do a wide range of climatic test conditions.
Well, we go, part of our DV process is we'll go at -40 degrees is where it's kind of our lower limit of where we check and we calibrate and we test to. And actually on Saturday this facility go at -40 degrees for a couple days to make sure these vehicles start and run in that extreme cold environment.
We actually have 6 climatic chambers at this facility. The main chamber is well known as the largest climatic chamber in the world, but the other 5 chambers, we call them small chambers because they're so much smaller than the main chamber, but they're still considered to be very large compared to any other climatic test facility at any other location that you would go to. Our dust test chamber, for example, is the world's largest dust testing chamber. Our salt fog chamber is the world's largest salt fog chamber. So we have lots of programs that come here to do climatic testing. We primarily exist to support the military. We're in the middle of an Air Force base. This facility is owned by the Air Force. Our personnel are paid for through Air Force channels. So we exist to support the military, and we are considered a national DoD asset. We're not only testing Air Force equipment. We test for all branches of the military and other branches of the government as well, including Department of Homeland Security, NASA, the FAA, lots of other government agencies as well. We also are permitted to support commercial testing in between the military programs to help pay the bills.